Hi, my name's Paul, and I've had a lot of people ask me about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So I'm going to go through and step by step. We're going to start with the solar. We're off grid, so I'm just using 12 150 watt solar panels, and these are connected to some batteries. So let's go and have a look at the batteries. Yep, well, here's the batteries, and as you can see, they're pretty big. I've got 10, and these are 1.2 volts. They're nickel iron batteries, and that's 1000 amp hour, which means in 1 hour I can pull up to 1000 amps out of the batteries, which I've never had to do. I've gone bigger so that I can get quite a few days, even if it's overcast. Yeah, my house is mainly 12 volts, so I've got 3 controllers which are here, and these controllers are connected to the batteries. Now, because they're nickel iron batteries, you need a controller that will charge for nickel iron, and these controllers do. They do a very good job. Over here I have a inverter, and that inverts it from 12 to 240. It's only a very small inverter. We don't use very much power at all. At the moment we've got a washing machine running and the aquaponics, which we'll go through in another video, but that runs at 24/7. And because our whole house is 12 volt, we'll take you and have a look around the house. But yeah, so that's the batteries. They got a life between 40 and 100 years if they're looked after, up to 100 years. We don't use very much of our power at all, so we've got oodles. I've got lots of expansion. So let's have a look at see what the voltage is at the moment. It's only very earlier on, and the voltage is 15.4. A bit hard to see, but that's what it is. It's 15.4, and that'll climb to 16 during the day, probably before lunchtime, and they'll be pretty much full. So yeah. Okay, well, this is inside the house. This just keeps an eye on the 12 volt coming into the house, and we're not pulling much at all. You can see that we're at 1420 volts. We're pulling about 4 amps, so that's not much. Above it I've put a fuses, so everything is fused, everything. This is a safety precaution, and I've got a few around, and yet to put in a few more just to make sure this place is safe. One of the things that we're doing at the moment is doing our washing, and I'm also charging up a battery for my drill, and so the washing is going around, and it really doesn't affect the power much at all. We do try and do most of our washing in the morning, and then that way we've got plenty of time to keep the batteries charged for the night time. Every room is, we have lights, and this isn't a finished room. But let me switch on these lights. They're all sensored lights. See that up at the top there? I'll show you. That's a sensor. Very easy to put in, and they work off 12 volts. So I'll just turn the lights on. And the reason why we have the lights off is because at the night time the dogs run around and turn all the lights on. So we just turn the bathroom, the kitchen one off, and leave the rest. So now we'll walk in, and hopefully this light, there you go, lights turn instantly on, no light switches, and yeah, so they work really well. So let's have a look at what else we're running.